Hi Leo, welcome to your weekly reading. This reading is actually for the last 10 days of January, the 22nd to the 31st. I'm Jennifer, and thank you for joining me. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I do invite you to do that now. I have already pulled your cards. I meditated. I asked the universe to bring me a message for those born under the sign of Leo, for your sun, moon, or rising. At the end of the reading, I'm going to pull one oracle card as well as a one-word message card that can either just bring you some further advice for the reading or insight for the week, or perhaps just a word for you to think about, meditate on, etc. So, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords. So perhaps some of you have been in a state of contemplation, thinking. Maybe you've been starting something new or looking at things differently in the recent past, and you're sort of you're in a state of rest. You're in a state of considering your options, considering what you're going to be doing next. Now, at the beginning of the reading, we have the Hangman. And this talks about perhaps self-sacrifice in some way. The Hangman always puts himself in this position. Okay? But it's also a time for you to become illuminated by seeing things differently, because we see that behind the crown of his head is illuminated. So it also talks about, because he's upside down, we see that he has perhaps a 180-degree perspective of things, completely different, turning your world upside down. Perhaps for some of you, you've been in a situation that did turn your world upside down, or it felt like it did, and that's why you've been in this state of contemplation and meditation. I think that whatever is coming through here regarding this perspective, there's some new communication. This can also represent a younger person in your life. The Page of Pentacles could be somebody under the sign of Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Could be a child. It could also be a message coming through. Now, the Page of Pentacles would be somebody that is, or the message could be something about reliability, dependability, stability. The Earth, obviously, is the most grounded of all. So perhaps you're coming to a perspective that is a bit more grounded. Maybe you're starting to look for more stability in your life in some aspects of it, okay? And what I see here with the Star card is, maybe with this situation that you've been in, you're coming into a place where you're thinking more about hope, healing, being more in alignment with, excuse me, sorry, being more in alignment with maybe your place in this world. And you see how this, like the Temperance card, the Star card, the woman has one foot in the water and one leg here on the land. Kind of can be about like bringing forth these energies, these universal energies down to earth, right? Or you could be dealing with an Aquarius, because we do have the Queen of Swords coming up next. But the Star card also talks about healing. Perhaps you're healing something in your life. Maybe you're healing the way you live, what you are manifesting in your world, especially with the Page of Pentacles nearby. It could also be having a new beginning, perhaps a new beginning for a new job for some of you, a new offer coming in. Perhaps you've been waiting around, because this card can also be like waiting, sort of like a painful waiting around, and having to surrender to this time that you have been feeling like upside down and like what's going on. Maybe some of you had recently been unemployed, because this could be you've been in a period of rest because you haven't had any work to do. Maybe I do definitely see messages coming through for those of you who may have been unemployed. If you are actively pursuing I do see that there will be opportunities for you, and these will be very positive opportunities for you, ones that can heal your life in a lot of ways. Now, you could be getting an opportunity from this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords could be an Aquarius right next to the star, but the Queen of Swords, it's an air sign, so this could be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Or this could just be aspects of you that you're bringing forward in your life. Now, the Queen of Swords is somebody who tells you like it is. In her higher functioning aspects, she is someone who would be likened to a lawyer or a judge. She's very fair, honest, and you can see that there's no clouds here by her head, and you see this bird flying, right? This represents clarity of thought, especially here with the sword upright. And she's sort of, with her hand out, she's like expressing herself. Maybe there is something that you need to express. Perhaps you're going to be going on an interview with somebody, and you're going to have to be confident and not let your emotions get the best of you, because the Queen of Swords also talks about, you know, reason and logic, and the mind, the thoughts, not being muddled by how we feel, by our emotions. Clarity of thought, clarity of vision, speaking clearly, speaking your truth perhaps about a situation. Now, for all of you, this may not be a work situation. For some of you, this could be any situation in your life. Again, it's a general reading, so take what you can from this, okay? But there is some kind of news coming through, perhaps news that you've been waiting on for a while. And the Star card also represents like something that maybe comes from a distance, okay? Maybe this is like long distance communication with somebody. Maybe some of you have been in you're considering maybe moving for a job somewhere far away. But it's long distance communication. It could also be communication via the internet and things like that, okay? And it talks about long-term stuff, because obviously the stars are very far away. So perhaps you're making long-term changes in your life, and you're being called upon or asked to, you know, get clear about what it is that you want. What is it that you want to manifest into your life? What do you want to bring forward? And for some of you, perhaps it's on the other side of the coin. Perhaps some of you have been in this state, because these cards are similar in the fact that they are both in a state of waiting. They're both in a state of contemplation, meditation, waiting, and in a way surrender. Certainly the Hangman is definitely about a surrender, because you have no choice but to see this situation differently, from a different perspective. And maybe some of you are bringing in a message for somebody else, or you're sending out a communication. And this could be applying to jobs online or something along those lines. But you are coming into a place where you're going to see things clearly, you're going to speak clearly, and you're going to be thinking clearly, okay? Because of this time that you had to spend in this sort of this surrendered state, almost like you're being resurrected. I wanted to use the word resurrected. It's like you're being resurrected, almost, in a way, okay? So let me pull one of these Nature Speak Oracle cards for you, Leo. Let's see what these cards want to say. What other insight or guidance or messages can we bring out for those born under the sign of Leo, for my viewers out there? Sun, Moon, or Rising Leo. What card would like to come out? What further guidance and messages or advice can we bring for Leo? For my Leos out there, what can we bring out for Leo? What advice, guidance, messages would like to come out for Leo, for those born under the sign of Leo? Okay, we got it. Okay, so we got mountains, spiritual quest. So perhaps this is you. Maybe you've been in a state of contemplation. Maybe you have been really working on, like, what is it that my soul is saying to me? What is my spirit saying to me? What is it that I can do in this world? And I think that if you are one of those people that have been focusing on that, this will be a week for you to get that clarity and see where it is that you're going, or that you at least want to go. So let's see, Mountain. Okay. Mountains are places of great spiritual primal energy. They are places for fears and testing one's purpose. When done so courageously, the rewards are great. You are on a spiritual quest. The spiritual quest, though, is not to find the light above, but to shine the light within, so that you may shine it out. New vistas are opening as you overcome obstacles. You will develop a true sense of your own spiritual power. When you climb mountains, you enter the world of spirits. Spirits' contact is now more tangible. You hear your own inner spirit more clearly, as well as the spirits around you. And also with tangible, I see, like, you know, with the Page of Pentacles here, that word tangible sticks out to me. So it's like, it's almost as if, like, this is within your reach now, this clarity, right? So let's just pull one of these little one-word message cards for you, Leo. What word will most benefit Leo for this last 10 days of January? We got this for Aries as well. Freedom. And it's great. That's a great card to get. So, of course, you know what? The more we get in touch with our spiritual selves, certainly the more freedom we feel. And who is more free than this Star card? You know, this a naked woman, like the World card. She's naked, but she's free. Yes, she's in a state of vulnerability, but it's also a sense of freedom. So, Leo, I do hope that you enjoyed your reading this week. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please do so now, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye!